Paula Ferris. Now, let's get things started.
To the View, y'all. Welcome to the View. Welcome to the View. All right. So this is an earth-shattering question I have to pose to you all. And it is this. Is it ever okay to lie to your partner? Women's Health magazine asked a relationship expert who said she's against lying as a rule, but says it's okay to leave out details of stuff like past relationships.
Oh. But
So,
how about, you were amazing last night. How about that? Is that okay?
Go with that.
That's
Definitely.
okay.
well, I generally am amazing. But it's,
So you don't need to ask that. You don't need to ask that. I feel like honesty is the best policy, except for when I ask my husband, does this make my butt look big? And I want him to say no.
And you want to lie.
And a little soft lie. I call it a soft lie.
I'm not a liar in relationships, but I am an omitter. Right?
I omit.
I omit. So if I bought 3 pairs of shoes, I may not parade them across the room. I may just put them in the closet.
Why? It's your money. What do you care?
But I think couples fight about sex, they fight about kids, they fight about finances.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
I
if
don't
you have your finances
I omit.
and you're taking care of stuff. See, to me, that's not good.
The omissions.
Omissions are not good.
I omit.
Because it's like the butt thing. I think the butt thing is the worst thing ever, and I'll tell you why. Because if you can't trust the person you love to tell you the truth, the one person who actually does give it what you look like when you go out, you don't want that person saying, no.
Oh, no, I'm fine if he tells me my butt doesn't look big, because for me it becomes psychological. If you've had kids and you start feeling a little insecure about your body, I kind of want that positive reinforcement from my husband,
But
even
what
if it does look a little big, because I know he's going to love me
Big
regardless.
butts are in.
Thank you.
They're in.
Thank you.
I take back my answer, though, Sunny. I'm not an omitter. I'm actually a liar. So what I do is... I just wanted to make sure I cleared the record. So if I remember a couple months ago when I go downstairs, I set up a training session and I would come up late every time. And Max was like, would have the baby, and he's like, where have you been? And I'd always tell him that, he goes, did you stop and talk? That was the truth. I did stop and talk. But what I said was, it was really hard today. It ran late. So I kind of...
Well, it did run late.
But
because you were told.
Yeah, so that's where I'm really good at lying, and I really sell it with my eye. I'm like, oh my God, it was so hard. And I was just talking.
What I want to know is what do you lie about in sex, Sonny?
Do you lie about sex?
Here we go with the sex talk that I'm always uncomfortable with.
What are the lies? You brought it up
yourself.
She brought it. In this court of inquiry, she raised the kid.
Yes, you did.
Did I say that I lied
you
during
said-
sex?
you-
About sex?
You said,
Sonny, go.
Sex. You said these are the lies. Sex, money, and honor.
I said couples argue. Come with me. Couples argue about sex, finances, and children.
Okay, let's do it hypothetically then. What's the sex lie?
A frequency, like what they...
I have a headache, like that?
I don't really lie about sex.
Not you. Okay, people.
Oh,
What do those people say?
I heard that people will tell their partner that was great, and it wasn't.
You were amazing. I started with that.
all the
That
stats,
people,
right?
which means code for I've done it before. Not you? No.
I don't have to lie about my sex.
How about this? I'm over this now. I can't take it. I'm sorry. Summer vacation season is in full swing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Do you bring the kids or leave them at home if you're able to? Is it still a vacation when you're taking care of the kids?
Why are the only choices to leave them home or take them? What happened to an orphanage? That doesn't...
You're not taking a vacation for the rest of your life. You're not giving the kids away.
Grandma, leave them with grandma and go off and do your thing.
I think I mean, I remember.
Talk to Grandma first.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember road tripping with my parents, but I always envisioned when I had my own kids that I'd get time to get away without the kids, like if I can, like if there's someone to leave them with, because I think you need to remember. I'm learning it's overwhelming, and I would need to step away to kind of refuel to come back and do some more parenting.
You really need a vacation, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Poor girl.
One of our producers said there's a distinction. A vacation is what you do with your kids. A trip is something that you do without your kids.
I
And
think it's the opposite. To me, a trip is something you take your
Or is it the
children.
opposite?
You
Yeah,
go to
it is the
Europe.
opposite.
You go
Yeah.
to Europe with your children, so
Yes.
you educate them and you take a vacation, lay on the beach,
You
and
take
let
a
them run
vacation with
around.
your spouse.
I enjoy going away with my children. I feel like, you know, when we're at work all day and then they're at school all day, you don't get enough time to spend time with them and be with them. And I just enjoy that time where we're just all together and, you know.
Maybe when they're older, though, because you see a lot of people traveling when they're kids, and I think it's not a
traveled with them since
vacation
they were
for the
babies.
kids because they're off their schedule. It's not a vacation for you, and you're paying for all of it. So I feel like I don't
When
know.
you go away with your kids, you almost need another trip. You need a vacation from your vacation. I was actually thinking about this. We have 3 kids, 8, 6, and 2, and my husband and I, we've been away individually, but collectively, the 2 of us, we've only gone away for 6 nights without our kids in 9 years.
In 9 years.
Without our children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kidding
that
me?
sounds
No,
about right.
That's depressing. We need to get away without our children.
But started the journey. I've got 9 years.
No, you chart your own.
What about
own
date
course.
night? Because
We
you
do
don't have
date
to go
nights.
away on a vacation to bond with your spouse, right? You can just go to the movies.
Listen, I don't think about you. Again, you guys overthink stuff. For me, it's not stuff I ever think about. Either we're together and we're lucky, or we're not. You know, I usually am working and they can go and do whatever they need to do, but I don't like to sit around. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, I'll say, hey, I'm going here, and they go, you want company? And say, sure, I won't see you, but come anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and it's great. This way I say we went together and then I don't have to play with it. But how about this? The mother, the mama of a very inquisitive little boy, and he has a special name, and I'm just looking for it because, oh, here it is. She wrote a blog, which I loved, and they really don't want me to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. The name of the blog is 7 Ways to Raise a Little Ask Without Losing Your Mind. And I thought that was beautifully written. And she says, when we are at deadline, I tell my son he can ask 5 questions about something and the rest he will have to save until later. And he carefully counts out his questions.
That's
Why would you
brilliant.
stop children from asking questions?
Because they can say why to everything.
So what? That's their job.
Why?
Yeah. I think
Because you make up stuff.
Why?
Sarah, you know what's a great game
I
to
almost
play?
used my 5 joint.
You know what's a great game to play? You know, I was nicknamed Paula 20 Questions. I just wouldn't shut up as a child. And of course, I'm a reporter. You were labeled
too.
the same thing.
Same
My daughter is now the same. A great game to play is, let's play the quiet game. I'll give $1 or $5 to whoever can be quietest the longest. I mean, it works. It does work. See, some of you use it too.
my kids.
Nothing wrong with bribery.
I like the
I wonder if
exchange.
that would work on this table.
I like the exchange. I like the exchange of information. I love to talk with my kids. They ask questions. I answer. I ask them questions. My father used to sing a
You
song.
are just Mary Sunshine.
The exchange of information.
I like that. I think it's really important. And then my father used to call me the inquisitive child because I asked so many questions, and he made up a song. He plays the flute, and it was inquisitive child. Sometimes the questions get wild, like Daddy, where is that big elephant over there? There.
This is the song?
And
Oh my gosh, she still remembers
And he has like tons of verses because of all the crazy questions I would ask.
And so you're a lawyer.
And I'm a lawyer, not a singer.
Can I ask a question of
And
the
neither
two?
is your father, I hate to say it.
And on that note, we'll be right back.
How much do the ladies chalk up their success to getting lucky? They're rolling the dice next. This week on The View, our hot topics are hot, hot, hot. And we've got such an epic week of stars and surprises. You just can't miss The View. All new this week on incredible Manzari Brothers are showing off their sizzling steps and teaching the ladies how to tap.
We are just a font of information today. Welcome back. Some successful people don't like to admit that luck had anything to do with their success. But a Cornell economist says the more you acknowledge it, the more successful you will be. Admitting that luck played a role means you're maybe more humble.
Yeah.
You know, which people may respond to better. You think this?
Yes. I agree with that. I mean, you can't say that everything you did is because you're such a genius. Only, you know, certain narcissists, I won't mention names, do that.
I know his initials. It's okay.
DT, or his initials. I'm going to do it alone, and it's me, and I'm going to do it. I mean, most people have a combination of skill and luck, in my opinion, when they succeed. You're in the right place at the right time. You know, you have to be, what they used to say, preparation plus luck equals success.
Preparation meets opportunity.
That's it.
It's from a Roman philosopher, Seneca, and I've always believed that.
I dated him. I remember that.
That's luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. There's just no question about it, because you see people, you know that there are people just as talented as you are, just as driven as you are, and for whatever reason they may not make it. And I think so much of it just has to be, it's just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I say good luck to people, but I honestly don't really believe in luck. I believe, no, I honestly really don't. I believe in blessing and hard work, and you reap what you sow. And I think, you know, you just keep doing you, and you take the high road, even when, you know, people may attack you or things may happen. I think you always take the high road, you work hard, and the last shall be first. But it's funny because it made me really realize I do say good luck, but I don't really believe in luck.
When bad things happen to good people, that's just bad luck, isn't it?
I don't think it's bad luck. I think those are all opportunities to come up from the ashes and to show your attitude. I think a lot is revealed about you in hard times and how you respond to the adversity.
Well, what if you get sick, or what if you're born in a war-ridden country? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
A war-torn country or something. You happen to be born in Syria in the middle of this crisis that we're having. That's luck. That's bad luck. You happen to be there.
Yeah. Or what about people that just don't have opportunity?
Well, that's the big thing
aren't
with
given the
work. When you look at any success you've had, it's oftentimes a combination of your drive and your work ethic, yes, but that you got the opportunity to have that meeting or to meet, you met someone else. It's always a connection. And when you look back, you got lucky a lot. I mean, I've gotten lucky a lot.
Me too.
Like they used to say about George W. Bush, he was born on the third base and acts like he's started at home plate. He already had all the advantages, and then he just had to sort of, you know, hit the ball.
I don't disagree with that some people are born to more opportunities than others.
Yeah.
But, you know, I do think, you know, coming from a very lower to middle class family, paying my way through college, I think that hard work is also what can drive a lot of people, and I'm not going to be, you know, I didn't allow myself to be victimized by the fact that we didn't have tons of money to go to college. I think you roll your sleeves up and you work really hard, and at the end of the day, that, you know, that speaks volumes.
You know, everybody has assets and good points.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to focus on. What can I contribute to make myself better? And then that's making luck work for you, or your good assets work for you. And you were born very pretty, for example. You were born to an intact family. People loved you. Those are all good luck aspects.
That's luck. I mean, and if you think about someone like Donald Trump Jr., does he really need luck? Didn't really need that much luck.
He needed his $1 million from his father.
Exactly.
That helped.
That helps. It helps, but he doesn't necessarily need luck because he has the opportunity.
Is it more situational, or is it luck?
His kids act like it's all about luck, and then you see that they also are in his business. They've been given a leg up. They've been given daddy's money, daddy's jobs, etc., his company, and you know.
That's why it's preparation plus opportunity, luck.
Well, if they weren't prepared, I guess they wouldn't succeed. I don't know.
I'm well prepared. We'll be right back.
Which co-hosts have dated a much younger guy? The Cougars are baring their claws next.
Welcome back. So an article in The Week looks at the growing trend of password rage. Since the average person has 19 freaking passwords between all of their devices and all the accounts. I don't know about you, but I'm pissed all the time.
Yeah.
Can't they do something about it? It's a nightmare. I mean, mine is Joy123. Too obvious?
No, I've got to the point where my password, I get angry by the 6th prompt. So I'm like, the password is, you're in Like, I'm mad at the computer.
Maybe you should make that the password.
No, I have. That is actually my
like
account.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you can't tell that to everyone.
But then you have to change
Well, I'm not
it
telling
again.
you which account. It could be my Netflix. Like, get crazy.
There's nothing worse, though, than having a really incriminating, embarrassing password and then having to share that with somebody else, like somebody from work or somebody from the tech department when they're trying to get in. You're like, I'm really sorry to tell you this. I'm really embarrassed, but here it is. I mean, and it's something so incriminating.
I sort of vacillate between I want everything protected and I don't want to get hacked and I want my information to be safe, but all the prompts to change your password.
Or that it's weak.
Every 90 days, at least, at work.
And then do you change all of them to the same password?
I don't, and that's where I go wrong. Because then I have different ones, and then I wanted to write them down in my phone, and they said that you shouldn't do that because if your phone gets hacked, then someone can get to all of your accounts. So where do you write it down?
Well, if you put it in your...
Nobody will go there.
If you put it in, there are all kinds of apps that will hold on to your password.
Really?
Yeah,
there is one.
There are several you can get.
I downloaded and forgot the password
to get in.
See, that's a problem. It's like a
know they
safe.
had that.
That's like a safe, and you forget the combination.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in since the day I purchased it. It's called Vault.
Yes.
Vault.
It's great, but some people can't remember the password they came up with to use Vault, and now she doesn't know, and now all her passwords are floating out in the air. That works.
It was an MDA move with a YMCA finish. That's what I like to say.
Nice job, Sarah.
All right.
Speaking of big things, how big of an age gap is too big in a relationship? Because apparently Glamour asked the why are you asking the psychologist? Why not ask some women? Anyway. The psychologist who said that any more than 10 years can be a problem when it comes to stuff like relating to each other as well as family, friends accepting it.
Really?
Apparently.
I'm 7 years older than Steve, even though...
That's not a big one.
I'm 5 years older
Yeah, I am,
than
yeah.
Max.
I'm 2 years older.
I'm older than John.
Look,
like
we're
a
all
table of
older.
cougars. I know. All cougars.
I dated a guy for 4 years, though, that was 18 years older than me when I was in my 20s. And now, in his defense, he looked really good, and I could not tell. I was not looking for, I did not have a daddy complex, but he was amazing. And my mom pointed out to me, because we got really serious, she said, this could be a problem because right now you're both young. When he gets older and you want to go on a ski trip or you want to travel with the kids, there's going to be a point where bodies start to shut down, and it's going to change your lifestyle.
Let me tell you, I had a very, very, very young man once.
How young?
Hello. How young?
How young?
How young?
Come on, details.
Can you be
No
18?
details. Yeah, I can. Whoa! And
How old
the
was he?
reason I
More than
knew it
18
was,
18 years.
I was more than 18 years old.
Older, yeah.
But the reason I knew it was not going to work is because he once said to me, Paul McCartney had a band before Wings?
Well, see, and it's that connection.
And that is the thing that says, oh,
I can't do this.
how good is this sex?
I will say this. My grandmother, before she passed, her second husband was 20 years younger. When she got sick in her 80s, he left her. And a lot of it...
Yeah.
I'm still so angry with him about it, and I'll never forgive him for it. But he said she was too old for him.
You're kidding.
That's a little late to decide that,
Yeah,
isn't
they were
it?
together for 40 years.
And
He left her when she got sick because she was in her 80s.
Was 60, she was in, he was in his 60s, she was in her 80s.
She was in her 80s. That 20-year difference, 18 years, it could be a problem.
That is no guarantee, babe. That's no guarantee because we've seen politicians do it. And leave
Men do it better,
and leave their wives who suddenly get sick.
Yeah.
And they're on to the next thing. And they're the same age, you know.
Yeah,
boneheads are boneheads.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a bonehead and that's what you did. But age, that's not age. I think
it's a good idea to be a little older than your husband because men don't live as long
you
as
have to
women.
teach them stuff,
Well, no, but
first
men
of all.
don't live as long as women. That's statistically true. So you both sort of will die around the same time that way. Otherwise, you're a widow for too long because they go
but
first.
They're also more immature.
I'm a very practical girl.
Well, this is I'm painting with a broad strokes here, but they're a little more immature sometimes. So I always used to date older because then I could at least speak on the same level.
But
Yeah, but you can train them when they're young.
Yeah, that's the, that's true.
but you know, training them is not the same as having them do it right. We'll be right back.
Hello, we're the Manzari.
So, John and Leo Manzari are following in the legendary footsteps of another tap dancing team of brothers, Maurice and Gregory Hines. And when I saw these guys perform, I just felt like I needed them to come here and to help us, because, you know, we're always out of sync. So please welcome John and Leo Manzari. Hey, y'all. So, what age did you start dancing?
Well, I started at age 3, and Leo started at age 2, and we followed in the steps of our older sister. That's
So
how
your
we got
sister
into it.
dances as well?
Yeah,
Beautiful
absolutely.
dancer.
So it definitely runs in the family.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
She's right there,
Yes.
y'all. And that's your mom in the black.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
And I know you guys are huge fans of Maurice and Gregory Hines, also a tap dancing brother duo like yourselves. Now, Maurice discovered you guys,
Mr. Hines discovered us, and it's been great ever since.
and you guys had tap dancing duels with him. Can you tell us
Yeah.
about that?
On stage, we trade a lot, and we just kind of go at each other. And it's been great getting to know him over the years, because the more that you know someone, the more you want to do, and the more you give back to the other person.
Is that intimidating at all? I mean, that.
At first it was, but now we know him so well that it's more enjoyable than anything.
You're in sync.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, y'all
We're
move-
talking to one another.
Yeah.
You know?
And I know Whoopi recently hosted a salute to the late Marvin Gaye at the Kennedy Center, and you guys were there. What was that like?
That was great. I mean, it was an honor for us to honor Marvin Gaye. We danced to a piece called I Want You. And we're from DC, so for us to dance to his music, also a native Washingtonian, it meant a lot to us. Yeah.
It's amazing. I've seen how amazing these two are, but for those of you who have not, you're about to see something kind of spectacular and special. So here to perform a special tap number called Savannah are the Manzari Brothers. So, I want to tell you something. Here's what I want to tell you. When I was little and I would watch Hines, and Dad on television on, Ed Sullivan or any of these, that's what this felt like. This feels like, you don't always see it, but man, when you see it done beautifully, Savion does it beautifully, you guys do it beautifully, it's just bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo. And now, see, you see how everybody's hanging on to you? See how they all, because they think they're going to be able to do this. This is what they think they're going to do.
Not really.
Because you make it look easy. So you can teach us a couple of moves, right?
Absolutely.
Spread out, broads. Spread out.
Oh my gosh.
All righty.
You're right there.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a shuffle step combination. Okay? Start off with your right foot. Pick it up. Hold your core in balance. You're going to brush forward. Once I get my balance, pick it up, brush forward, brush it back, put it down. That's one. Do it on the left side. Brush forward, brush back, down. Good. Now we're going to do shuffle, step, step. Pick it up, shuffle, step, step. Now one more shuffle, step. Shuffle, step. Good. Try that whole sequence on the left. Shuffle, step, right, shuffle, step, two left, shuffle, step, step, shuffle, step. Yeah.
You know. All right, sir.
Sorry, I got ahead of the class.
I don't even know what to say about that. I'm just going to say this.
Little child.
Yes. You can catch the Manzari Brothers dancing with Maurice Hines this fall. Please check out our website. And in addition to their incredibly insane dancing, you can hear Leo and the All B Band on their new album, Corners. We will be right back. That's the band.
ABC have teamed up with Youth Service America on a mission to inspire kids to make a difference in their community with ABC's Summer of Service. Young people ages 5 to 18 can apply for $500 grants to help make their communities healthier, greener, and stronger. And we're joined right now by one applicant, Amy Picasso, and her college counselor, Christina Ortiz. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Now, Christina, you're Amy's college counselor.
Yes.
And the one who encouraged her to apply for this.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the incredible work she's done and why you felt she'd be good for this?
Definitely. Well, Phipps Neighborhoods had received a grant to start a group, and a part of that group was to have community service projects attached to it. And what we first noticed was that Amy first was the first one always to volunteer. And along with that, she was able to bring kids from her school and the community along with her. Some of the projects she helped coordinate was our breast cancer walk, our HIV walk, our body image fashion show, and our peace conference to raise gun awareness. So, yeah. So she's kind of created this culture in the school where kids can come up to her and talk to her about, sensitive issues because they know the type of girl she is and how caring she is about her community.
And that's the sign of a true leader.
Yep.
That's a sign of a true leader. No question. Amy, you're 16 years old. You're a straight A student from the South Bronx, I'd like to add. I'm from the South Bronx. And you're really looking forward to going to college in 2 years. What inspired you to start helping your community in the way that you do?
I was inspired to help my community. Basically, when I was little, my mom showed me to take care of others. And ever since, I was happy to help others. When I was little, I went to Mexico, and I used to see how poor kids were, and they weren't able to attend school since they didn't have enough supplies to go to school with. And ever since, I wanted to make a difference for them.
Now, Amy, you and your family lived in the Fulton Family Residence Shelter in the Bronx for several years, and thankfully your dad got a job about a year ago, and you're now in an apartment. But what was the biggest challenge for the kids that lived there?
The biggest challenge for kids that lived over there was not having stuff to call their own, such as school supplies. They won't be provided with school supplies, and they will lack their education. So that's one of the biggest problems.
So in the shelter, it was a problem getting just school supplies.
Yeah, to attend school.
Wow. Let me ask you this. You said Christina encouraged you to apply for the ABC Summer of Service grant, which is $500. If you're awarded that grant, what would you do with it?
If I was awarded the grant, I will use the money to buy school supplies and give the kids in need so they could attend school and have a great year.
Amy, where does this sense of duty come from? Because no matter what comes into your world, you keep wanting to give it back. And that's not, not everyone feels that way. In fact, not many people do.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, my mom and my father taught me that, like, to care for others. And I want to thank God for waking me up every day to give me strength so I could do better.
Your mom's here, right?
Her mom is right in the audience.
She must be so proud of you.
She is.
Do you have siblings?
Yes, I do.
How many?
2, in fact.
Wait, what?
2. 2 brothers.
2 brothers?
They're younger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you this. Where do you want to go to college in 2 years?
Oh, I have, like, options. But NYU.
I have
One of them
options.
is NYU.
Oh, that's a great school. They'd be lucky to have you.
Well, and you're so young and looking out toward the rest of your life, what do you want to do?
I want to be a psychologist or a counselor.
Well, we wanted to give you some great news. ABC has chosen you as one of their recipients for their Summer of Service grant. But that's not all. Our sponsor, Boxed, which is the online version of a wholesale shopping club where you can buy everyday essentials in bulk and have them delivered to your door without any membership fees, also heard about your story. And they want to help you pay it forward by donating $500 worth of school and cleaning supplies to the kids at the Fulton Family Residence Shelter. Because we can't stop there, Amy, there's another thing that Box wanted to help you with. They know that you're a straight A student and are very much looking forward to going to college. So when you are accepted, Box is going to give you $10,000 to help pay your tuition.
Look how proud your mom is. Look how proud your mom is.
Yeah, do you want to come on up here? Come on up here. You can stay. You can stay. Yes, stay. I'll leave. So, can you just give us a little reaction?
Oh.
Because I'm seeing so much.
More of a reaction.
But I just want to know what's running through your head right now.
I'm really thankful.
Yeah.
It's like, so many.
Well, you deserve it. You have straight A's. You deserve this. You deserve this. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes ahora?
Gracias. Sin palabras.
She says,
Agradecida con Dios primeramente y con usted.
she said she's just so happy. She's without words. Just without words.
Those are the best. I find when I'm without words, those are the best moments. So we want to give our thanks to Amy Picasso and Christina Ortiz. From now until September 30th, you can apply for a Summer of Service grant just like Amy. Go to our website to get more information on how to apply and share what inspires you. We'll be right back.
Topics really got cooking.
The way to my heart is through my stomach.
Oh, here we go.
Mama has needs besides food, let's just say that.
Oh, Paula.
You have as many frying pans as you want to.
Tell them, Whoopi.
Unless you're good at what you do, Mama don't have no need.
We got what you need. It's the new on ABC.